What's going on, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Hit the like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications to get all of my content and all of my videos. What's up with it, True Viking? I see you in the building first, Queen. Now, I want to thank Molly Aquarium, Aquarium, now Molly Curum, for actually starting something, as I told people, pushing the narrative that you knew was going to come. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, women are now protesting in light of the Deshaun Watson trade in front of the Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski's house. Okay, they're opposed to it, and this is after the recent rant that Molly went on, and also the other lady on the network as well on ESPN had went on advocating for Deshaun Watson to uh, get more suspension time and also for them to investigate it a lot more. Now, this is according to Clutch Points, and I will put the link in the description box so that y'all can take a look at this article too. You know, this right here has already grew some mixed feelings. Okay, uh, like the lady has said, she said on one end you have women that are opposed to it, that don't want it to happen because of the 22 alleged sexual allegations that have taken place. But then also you have a lot of people they're fired up because they know what type of capability that Deshaun Watson has. They know the type of talent that he has too as well. And the Browns organization has pretty much came out and have stated that they they're with Deshaun Watson. Okay. Uh, Listen, I keep telling people, okay, they're still investigating everything, okay, and I think where the women and the feminists are trying to come at it, they're trying to use the civil cases that are still pending as an angle, okay, and they're still pushing the narrative about the six games in terms of it being possible that he could miss a significant portion of the season, depending on how things play out. But my thing is this: you have no proof. You still don't have any proof. You can investigate all you want to. And it goes back to what I spoke about yesterday about what I was saying about several of the some of the NFL players, right? And they are still trying to do what they can to try to push this narrative. Now it's getting crazy. And what's most sensitive to the onlookers is women, especially white women, but especially women. And now that Molly has put that energy out there, what's up with it, Scrub Zero? I see you in the building. What's up with it, Alex? I see you in the building. Sheed, we heard. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the homeboy Scrub Zero, and make sure you go subscribe to that boy Sheed. We did. Definitely go check out the channel. What's up, Alex? Switch Light Media Coach. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the homeboy uh, Switch Light Media. Now, this thing right here is gonna draw attention. And like I said, this isn't over. Look, as much as we want to think it's over, and Deshaun Watson got the bag and everything like that, his problems unfortunately don't end And I agree with you, True Viking. You know, she said it's crazy how they send untrained raggedy, you know, blank to destroy great black men. I'm so sick of this crap. Exactly. You know, and listen, not all, not look. I don't want to throw race in there and make it the whole totality because there's some decent individuals out there, but we also have to understand that when it comes to a white woman and a woman and a black woman, we got to understand who are they going to be more empathetic to. They're going to be more empathetic to white women. It's just the reality. You know. Now, this is my thing. You got more. I'm going to say this too. This is going to trip you out too. I know several feminists. Okay, I know several feminists, and I had to ask them a question about this. And they were African American women. They were African American women because there were three that were African American, and one was she was Italian and Hispanic. And I asked them just to get their opinion on everything. Right? She said the cases have been dropped, and she said, and they said from a civilian standpoint, they shouldn't even. He has a fight that he can come with because they've already dropped the cases and everything. Even though civil is different from in terms of criminal and everything, this guy has no proof. And then they brought up some other examples. They brought up many other examples in light of what I brought up, where in the past you've seen other players that clearly have evidence. They have blemishes on their record, and Deshaun Watson doesn't have a stain on his record. And so basically, what I'm saying is the feminists that are doing this, most likely they're trying to do this out of attention, and they're trying to destroy this this guy's image even more, right? They're trying to destroy his tarnish his image and as well as his legacy even more, and they're trying to gain some clout themselves. And that's what we have to understand. And I know some people don't want to hear this. I know y'all probably like, oh, well, you know, whatever, but I'm still going to talk about it, whether you like it or not. You said this is why sports isn't the same. These fake ass puppies and even some of our so-called black men took the fun out of everything. They want the media to be media facts. Yeah, exactly. That's fact. That's facts, you right. But there are some feminists. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Sorry about that. Okay, now, no, and your opinion is validated. And matter of fact, True Viking, it's a fact what you're stating. It's a fact. And I knew once they dropped the charges, there were several things that were fitting to take place, and I was like, well, this isn't over with. Yeah, we're celebrating the fact that the cases was dropped and everything, but I somehow in the back of my mind I was like, they're gonna try to hit him with the okey doke. And there you have Molly on TV, which, television to the onlookers is a powerful thing. And especially with weak minded people that will be willing to believe anything. And then also people that want to jump on the train, such as the feminists. Some feminists, I should say. There are a lot of feminists that are actually not with this because and a lot of our queens, a lot of the black women, they're like, this man is not guilty. They're just mad because the Houston Texans organization is a mess. They're in shambles right now. They don't know what to do. Their front office has always been messed up. You see, and it's evident from what they've done. And just because he wants out, now they're trying to do everything to destroy this man's character. Even so much as using these people as True Viking said, as puppets. And listen, the NFL, they call themselves the Shield. This investigation shouldn't even take that long. Well, the thing about it is, Switch Life, is that Deshaun Watson has always protected himself. He's always protected himself. He's always protected himself. And they're mad because this guy, because you got to think about it, Coach. Check this out. I asked everybody a question yesterday. I even asked Lou, when when was he in trouble before he even hit the NFL turf or the NFL field? Never had a record. Never had a record. And he's free to do whatever he wants to. And on top of that, listen, this right here is he's already won. He's won and he's lost. Where he's lost in terms of, you know, his image being destroyed somewhat, but he can win that back. He could file a suit and he could win that. And on top of that, you're we could he could also, I talked to somebody else, pain and suffering, because check this out. He's suffering. He's going through a lot of pain right now and heartache, and the people that's talking about him, this social media, they'll say anything that they can. People could use burner accounts, do disguise themselves, do whatever, right? And then also he's suffering because guess what's suffering? His game. His game is taking a hit from that. Now you might think, oh, he's an athlete, he'll bounce back, he's young and all that other stuff. But a lot of athletes, and to the onlookers and the regular people, that's different than what a scout or a coach or a GM or people in the front office or even guys on the field are able to recognize. They look at the game completely different. You said we put so much heat on Stephen A that now they got Molly doing the dirty work. Exactly. We know the NFL only cares about money. Of course they do. Men, protect yourself at all costs, strong men. Like I said, he never listen. He didn't do anything wrong. A black woman should never be a feminist in America. That's not their struggle. Well, at one time, believe it or not, Switch Life. If you go look into history, feminist group feminist group weren't meant to be in this light. If you go back and look at the course of history, when you talk about women's rights, uh, being able, because there were groups that wanted to be equal, such as women in the United States once upon a time, because they frowned upon women. You got to go do your research and you got to go do your history. They frowned upon women working in various industries, such as the industrial industry. And at one point in time in the United States, that was the dominant work field. And on top of that, women of color. So it wasn't, there were black women and there were white women, but it wasn't a clout chasing type of thing back then. It was actually trying to, um, you know, have women have the same equal opportunities as men too. And there were men that supported them too.
especially when you talk about the civil rights and stuff like that. So the system wants men and women at odds. Well, the system wants. I'm going to tell you what. Better yet, and that's a good point. Switch life. I tell you what. I'll take it a step further. The system also wants black brothers and black sisters at odds too. Yeah, like I'll give you a prime example. A lot of the court cases that you see, what do they have to do? Divorce court and child custody and child support. And a lot of that, guess what it has to do? It's a lot of African Americans. So they love that. They love this. But this is just something that they want to continue. They want to drive on it. They want to drive it home. But the best thing that Deshaun Watson can do is keep his cool. Sort of like what Kyrie Irving is doing. See, they're not on Kyrie Irving anymore. Now they're on Deshaun Watson. The system is set up to continue. No, well, it's designed to make us fail, but you have to succeed in regardless. And the thing that they love too, Scrub Zero, is sort of like when people get on social media, right, or they get online, and you have brother. Listen, this is I'll give you a prime example, Scrub, and then I'm gonna close this out. What they absolutely love is for us to get online and talk about each other and destroy each other and you know make all these different make up all these different lies and accusations about one another. I'm talking about African American brothers and sisters, and they like to see us tearing each other down, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's social media, whatever, on TV and all that other stuff. What they don't want to see is us people coming together like the LDBC community, rallying behind a guy like Deshaun Watson. I'm talking about men and I'm talking about women. They hate that. They hate that, but they want Molly to get on TV and sit up there and be a fake ass feminist actor, trying to push her narrative. They want Stephen A. Smith to be a coon and the Oreo token Negro that he is. They want other people to go at Deshaun Watson. They want as many people as they can to get, go against Deshaun Watson to go ahead and drag this thing on and push their narrative until they jump on something else. Meanwhile, not realizing that you've destroyed this guy's image. It's sort of like a prime example of this is Kobe. Now we know that it was consensual. God rest Kobe's soul and everything. We know it was consensual, but that lady had issues or whatever. And what he did, a lot of people in the eyes, he wasn't perfect, but he overcame that. But guess what? You destroyed Kobe's image. Uh, you know, his image was destroyed. He did. They took away all of a lot of his endorsements. Nike, McDonald's, Sprite, all that other stuff. Wasn't in a lot of commercials anymore. But yet and still, he was still out there being able to shut him up. And then eventually, over time, they started to give him props. But even when he had passed away, you had uh, Oreo fake people like Candace Owens still want to bring up his past even while the man is dead. Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. True Viking. True Viking is bringing that heat today. But like I said, man, y'all let me know what you think, man. I'm gonna be going live again later. I appreciate everybody pulling up. The True Viking, the Queen, Swish Life Media. Go sub to his channel. Alex, I see you in the building. Um, Sheed, we here. Scrub Zero, make sure you go subscribe to his channel. Um, and everybody else, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up. Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I'll get at you later.